Hello, and welcome back to the E. Arthur Larson Performing Arts Center here at Rogers High School. This is Mr. Hill once again inviting you remotely into our theater, this time for Act 2 of William Shakespeare's The Comedy of Errors. If you missed Act 1, there's a link to it in the description below. If you did watch Act 1, then I'll speed things up a bit and get going with Act 2 of The Comedy of Errors.
Neither my partner nor the slave returned, that in such haste I sent to seek his master. Sure, Luciana, it is 2:00.
Perhaps some merchant hath invited them, and from the mart they're somewhere gone to dinner. Good sister, let us dine and never fret. A person is master of their liberty. Time is their master, and when they see time, they'll go or come. If so, be patient, sister.
Why should their liberty than ours be more?
Because their business still lies outdoor.
Look, when I serve them soap, they take it ill.
Ah, no, they are the bridle of your will.
There's none but asses will be bridled so.
Why, headstrong liberty is lashed with woe. There's nothing situate under heaven's eye, but hath their bound in earth, in sea, in sky. The beasts, the fishes, and the winged fowls are their subjects, and at their controls, partners more divine, the masters of all these, lords of the wide world and watery seas, endued with intellectual sense and souls, of more preeminence than fish and fowls, are masters to their partners and their lords. Then let your will attend on their accords.
This servitude makes you to keep unwed.
Not this, but troubles of the marriage bed.
But, were you wedded, you would bear some sway.
Ere I learn love, I'll practice to obey.
How if your husband starts some other where?
Till they come home again, I would forbear.
Patience unmoved. No marvel though she pause, they can be meek that have no other cause. A wretched soul, bruised with adversity, we bid be quiet when we hear it cry. But, were we burdened with like weight of pain, as much or more would we ourselves complain. So, thou that hast no unkind mate to grieve thee, with urging helpless patience wouldst relieve me. But if thou live to see like right bereft, this fool begged patience in thee will be left.
Well, I will marry one day, but to try. Oh, here comes your slave. Now is your mate nigh?
Say, is your tardy master now at hand?
Nay, they're at two hands with me, and that my 2 ears can witness.
Say, didst thou speak with them? Knowest thou their mind?
Aye, they told their mind upon mine ear, beshrew their hand. I scarce could understand it.
Spake they so doubtfully? Thou couldst not feel their meaning?
Nay, they struck so plainly I could too well feel their blows, and withal so doubtfully that I could scarce understand them.
But say, I prithee, are they coming home? It seems they have great care to please their wife.
Why, mistress, sure my master is horn mad.
Horn mad, thou villain!
I mean not cuckold mad, but sure they are stark mad. When I desired them to come home to dinner, they asked me for 1,000 gold marks. 'Tis dinner time, quoth I. My gold, quoth them. Your meat doth burn, quoth I. My gold, quoth them. Will you come home, quoth I? My gold, quoth them. Where's the 1,000 marks I gave thee, villain? The pig is burned, quoth I. My gold, quoth them. My mistress, quoth I. Hang up thy mistress. I know not thy mistress. Out on thy mistress.
Quoth who?
Quoth my master. I know, quoth them, I know no house, no wife, no mistress. So that my errand due unto my tongue, I thank them. I bear home upon my shoulders For in conclusion, they did beat me there.
Go back again, thou slave, and fetch them home.
Go back again, and be new beaten home? For God's sake, send some other messenger.
Back, slave, or I will break thy pate across.
And they will bless that cross with another beating. Between you I shall have a holy head.
Hence, prating peasant, fetch thy master home.
Am I so round with you as you with me, that like a football you do spurn me thus? You spurn me hence, and they will spurn me hither. If I last in this service, you must case me in leather.
Fie! How impatience lureth in your face!
Their company must do his minions grace, whilst I at home starve for a merry look. Are my discourses dull, barren my wit? That's not my fault, they're masters of my state. What ruins are in me that can be found by them not ruined? My decayed fair a sunny look of them would soon repair.
Self-harming jealousy! Fie! Beat it hence!
Unfeeling fools with such wrongs can dispense. I know their eye doth homage otherwhere, or else what lets it but they would be here. Sister, you know they promised me a chain. With that alone they would detain, so they would keep fair quarter with their bed. Since that my beauty cannot please their eye, I'll weep what's left away, and weeping, die.
How many fond fools serve mad jealousy?
The gold I gave to Dromio is laid up, safe at the Centaur, and the heedful slave is wandered forth, and care to seek me out by computation of mine host's report. I could not speak with Dromio since at first I sent him from the mart. See, here he comes. How now, sir, is your merry humor altered? As you love stroke, so jest with me again. You know no centaur, you received no gold. Your mistress sent me to have me home for dinner. My house was at the Phoenix. Was thou mad, that thus so madly thou didst answer me?
What answer? When spake I such a word?
Even now, even here, not half an hour since.
I did not see you since you sent me hence home to the Centaur with the gold you gave me.
Villain, thou didst deny the gold's receipt, and toldst me of a mistress and a dinner, for which I hope thou felt I was displeased.
I'm glad to see you in this merry vein, but what means this jest? I pray you, master, tell me.
Yea, dost thou jeer and flout me in the teeth? Thou think'st I jest? Hold, take that and that!
Hold, for God's sake! Now your jest is earnest. Upon what bargain do you give it me?
Because that I, familiarly, do use you for my fool, and chat with you. Your sauciness will jest upon my love, and make a comment of my serious hours. When the sun shine, let foolish gnats make sport, but creep in crannies when he hides his beams. If you will jest with me, know my aspect, and fashion your demeanor to my looks, or I will beat this method into your sconce.
Sconce, call you it? So you would leave battering, I had rather have it ahead. And you use these blows long, I must get a sconce for my head and ensconce it too, or else I shall seek my wit in my shoulders. But I pray, why am I beaten?
Dost thou not know?
Nothing, but that I am beaten.
Shall I tell you why?
Aye, and wherefore? For they say why. Every why hath a wherefore.
Why, first, for flouting me, and then wherefore, for urging it a second time to me.
Was there ever any man thus beaten out of season, when in the why and the wherefore is neither rhyme nor reason? Well, I thank you.
Thank me, sir, for what?
Marry, for the something that you gave me for nothing.
I'll make you amends next, to give you nothing for something. But say, sir, is it dinner time?
No, I think the meat wants that I have.
In good time, sir, what's that?
Basting.
Well, sir, then 'twill be dry.
If it be, I pray you eat none of it.
Your reason?
Lest it make you choleric, and purchase me another dry basting.
Well, sir, learn to jest in good time. There's a time for all things.
I durst have denied that, before you were so choleric.
I knew 'twould be a bald conclusion. But soft, who offs us yonder?
I, Antipholus, look strange and frown. Some other mistress hath thy sweet aspects. I am not Adriana nor thy wife. The time was once when thou unurged wouldst vow that never words were music to thine ear. that never objects pleasing in thine eye, that never touch well welcome to thy hand, that never meat sweet savoured in thy taste, unless I spake, or looked, or touched, or carved to thee. How comes it now, my partner? Oh, how comes it that thou art thus estranged from thyself? How dearly would it touch me to the quick, shouldst thou but hear I were promiscuous, and that this body consecrated to thee by ruffian lust should be contaminate. Wouldst thou not spit at me, and spurn at me, and hurl the name of betrothed in my face, and tear the stained skin off my heartlit brow, and from my false hand cut the wedding ring, and break it with the deep divorcing vow? I know thou canst, and therefore see thou do it. I am possessed with an adulterate blot. My blood is mingled with the crime of lust. For if we two be one, and thou play false, I do digest the poison of thy flesh, being strumpeted by thy contagion. Keep then far league and truce with thy true bed. I live unstained, thou undishonored.
Plead you to me, fair dame? I know you not. In Ephesus I'm but 2 hours old, as strange unto your town as to your talk, who, every word by all my wit being scanned, want wit in all one word to understand.
Fie, sibling, how the world is changed with you! When were you wont to use my sister thus? She sent for you by Dromio home to dinner.
By Dromio?
By me?
By thee, and this thou didst return from them, that they did buffet thee, and in their blows denied my house for them, me for their wife.
Did you converse, sir, with this gentlewoman? What is the course and drift of your compact?
I never spake with her in all my life.
Villain, thou liest, for even her very words didst thou deliver to me on the mart.
I swear I never saw her till this time.
How can she be thus, then call us by your name, unless it be by inspiration?
How ill agrees it with your gravity counterfeit thus grossly with your slave, how betting him to thwart me in my mood? Be it my wrong you are from me exempt, but wrong not that wrong with a more contempt. Come, I will fasten on this sleeve of thine. Thou art an elm, my partner, I, a vine, whose weakness married to thy stronger state makes me with thy strength to communicate. If aught possesses thee from me, it is dross usurping ivy, briar, or idle moth, who all for want of pruning with intrusion infect thy sap and live on thy confusion.
To me, she speaks. She moves me for her theme. What, was I married to her in a dream? Or sleep I now, and think I hear all this? What error drives our eyes and ears amiss? Until I know, for sure uncertainty, I'll entertain the offered fallacy.
Dromio, go bid the servants spread for dinner.
Oh, my beads! I crossed me for a sinner. This is the fairyland. Oh, spites of spites, we talk with goblins, owls, and sprites. If we obey them not, this will ensue. They'll suck our breath and pinch us black and blue.
Why pratest thou to thyself and answerest not? Dromio, thou drone, thou snail, thou slug, thou sot.
I am transformed, master, am I not?
I think thou art in mind, and so am I.
Nay, master, both in mind and in my shape.
Thou hast thine own form.
No, I am an ape.
If thou art changed to aught, 'tis to an ass.
'Tis true, she rides me and I long for grass. 'Tis so I am an ass. Else it could never be, but I should know her as well as she knows me.
Come, no longer will I be a fool to put the finger in the eye and weep, whilst man and master laugh my woes to scorn. Come to dinner, Dromio, keep the gate. Mate, I'll dine above with you today and shrive you of 1,000 idle pranks. Sirrah, if any ask you for your master, say they dine forth, and let no creature enter. Come, sister. Dromio, play the porter well.
Am I in earth, in heaven, or in hell? Sleeping or waking, mad or well advised, known unto these and to myself disguised. I'll say as they say, and persevere so, and in this mist, at all adventures go.
Master, shall I be porter at the gate?
Aye, and let none enter, lest I break your pate.
Come, Antipholus. We dine too late.